Welcome to episode 4 of Under the Surface. In this episode, we talk about what sets the Bazaar apart from a lot of other games in similar genres. And as always, this is a collaboration with Nonhead32, and there is a playlist in the description if you haven't seen any of the other episodes yet. So let's dive under the surface.
One thing that I like about the game, like that is completely removed from the game itself, or not really completely, but sort of removed from the game, is that Reynad is actually making this game for himself. Like he wanted this game, he wanted to play something like this, and well, he had funds, so he started making the Bazaar. And it's not necessarily the main reason for the game's existence, like to generate money, but for Reynad to like sort of fulfill his dream or desire. And to be fair, this game existing is also my dream, so thank you, Reynad. Good job. No, but
Yeah.
seriously, I feel Reynad because I started making my own game that is sort of similar premise as this one. And I haven't finished it, but like I started doing it because I wanted this type of game so much. So thank you, Reynad, again. Very good job.
I'm kind of the opposite where I'm not I haven't played a ton of card games. I've played like Hearthstone and I played Balatro, that's Slay the Spire, that sort of thing. But like I didn't really know I wanted this type of game until I saw it. You know what I mean? I was like, oh, this is what I've been missing. Like this is what I've wanted. Because I was actually skeptical of the change to when they first in 2020 announced the change from kind of what he originally came up with to like the move to like the async gameplay sort of thing. But I mean, I was sold on it shortly after because I saw the vision and it looks amazing.
This game first started as this deck builder, like sort of Slay the Spire, right? But I guess this is what Reynad expected for his game to be, as in, I think he wanted this game to be the Bazaar, like to fulfill the desires that Bazaar is going to fulfill. But the game needed to evolve to or expand to make room for those like mechanics or like things that are in the game to fulfill those roles. Because I think that regular deck builder wouldn't fulfill this roguelike idea. But I don't know if you can fulfill an idea, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. And it's just interesting because to do that, they had to like basically create a whole new genre of game, which is a tough thing to do and to do it well. And it looks like they've done it well. So
I mean, it kind of is a new genre, but on the other hand, it's just a couple of good things taken from this genre and a couple of good things taken from this other genre, and just like pineapple apple pen thing.
yeah.
But I'm not saying that's a bad thing. Like stealing ideas is a good thing in my books. Not really, but like I think that being inspired by others and improving on their work is important to advancing the whole idea of gaming. And also every game can be tracked back to another game. Like for example, first person shooters can all be probably can track those games to like Wolfenstein, that's probably how you pronounce that, 3D, right?
Yeah.
So
It's like the OG.
yeah, so you always like stand on the shoulders of your forefathers.
I kind of see this might not be the greatest comparison, but I know you're like a fan of the Souls games too. And I kind of like see the Bazaar kind of like Demon Souls back in the day, where there are other things that exist out there, but you can't really go anywhere else and play Demon Souls when that game comes out in 2009.
Mm-hmm.
And any game that is similar to a Souls game now is called like a Souls like and not, anything else really. So
True.
I kind of see the Bazaar being like that, where like when a Bazaar type game comes out, 5 years from now, I think people will be saying like, "Oh, this is like the Bazaar." I think that's
True.
where they'll point to.
I mean, to be fair, and I'm going to make Reynard mad right now, but Super Auto Pets exists, right? So like they stole from Reynard and front run him, and I guess part of the game already exists. I mean, I played Autopets, and they are, in my opinion, not that fun, but like they exist. So yes, I guess if you want to be very specific and not really informed, you could call Bazaar a Autopet like.
Oh God, that's actually terrible. The Bazaars are pretty good auto pets like, but there's also backpack battles. I don't know if you've played that. That I
I
haven't played auto pets,
Okay,
but
so I think Autopets are more similar to Bazaar than Backpack Battles are to Bazaar. because I guess yes, there are auto battles, but the backpack battles game is more focused on like this Tetris style game, I guess, while the Bazaar is less about arranging your pieces on the board, and it's more focused on collecting those pieces in general and going through this journey, because this is one of the most important things in the Bazaar from the consumer standpoint, because like this thing is various merchants. You don't get a exact same merchant every time between the rounds. You go through the Bazaar. You are on a journey sort of, and you decide where you want to go, which item you want to get, and this, I think it will be more immersive, besides graphical flourishes, than the games that we previously mentioned, Autopets and Backpack Battles, or even TFT, if you want to include that.
I totally agree too. Plus, you got like every day really does feel like a day because you got 5 events, and the events can all be these different things, and these merchants have voice lines and are real characters, and their interactions seem very like real. And I feel like whenever I play the Bazaar, I'm going to have kind of like a head canon of what my character is doing, like of why they're on this journey or whatever for every round.
Yes. So this is this differentiating factor that can put those games aside, that can be regarded as this one thing that puts the Bazaar over the others. Every run will paint a story. Like your character will go on a journey, and you will have adventures on this journey. It's not like you go to the shop, you exit the shop and fight. You go to the shop, exit and shop and fight. Like that's not that exciting.
Yeah, it gets old.
Yeah.
It's not just go to the shop and fight. It's fight, go to the shop, rearrange your backpack for like 15 minutes, go to the shop, fight, or fight, go to the shop, rearrange your backpack for 15 minutes. It kind of gets old.
Yeah, so it's like you are playing Tetris, but you are interrupted by another game. I mean, I guess people like that because Backpack Battles is fairly successful, but it's not the same as the Bazaar. Simply put,
Yeah,
like you can eat like brand food or knockoffs, right? That's the difference. Like you can run
totally
in
agree.
Nikes or you can run in like shoes found on the Bazaar. Sorry for that joke.
No, that's good. The shop rerolls, I think, is another thing that sets this game apart because most games that are somewhat similar to the Bazaar, where you're kind of going through shops and everything, it's like at some point you get a lot of money. It's just like reroll a shop like 50 times till you get the item you want,
Yes,
and
that's the
I
best
really I
part of
really hate
TFT.
that.
That's the best part of TFT. You have 45 seconds and you have to press left click like 150 times. Go ahead and do that.
So I don't know how the Bazaar like deals with shop rerolls. I don't know if you're super limited on them or they just cost so much money you can't afford them pretty
Well,
quickly.
the rerolls definitely exist because we've seen them in the videos, like not necessarily happening, but there is a button on the left of the merchant portrait. So the reroll exists. But I would assume it's one time only. Like I think you pay like 2 gold because there's little 2 next to it, so I assume it's 2 gold. So you pay 2 gold and it rerolls once and you cannot reroll anymore. That's what I would assume.
Okay. Yeah, that seems pretty fair. So you can try for other stuff, but it's like, yeah.
I mean, you cannot go back to items that were rolled previously, so it's a risk every time.
Thank you for watching this episode of Under the Surface. As always, there is a playlist in the description below if you want to check out some of the other episodes. And of course, we also have a link in the description if you want to go ahead and sign up for the Bazaar. It's entirely free and you'll have access as soon as the open beta is released. I'll see you guys back on my channel next Thursday.
See you on my channel on Monday.
Thanks for watching.